Today is the 16th of October 2011. This will be a quick little video. I want to go over a few of the things stated within an article. The article is entitled "In Private, Wall Street Bankers Dismiss Protesters as Unsophisticated." This was published on October the 15th, 2011. It's on the CNBC webpage. The link is down below. So I'll go over a few of these little headlines and this red stuff that I've written in, and go over technology a little bit, as well as the French language, or Francais. So the article is "In Private, Wall Street Bankers Dismiss Protesters as Unsophisticated." I'm just going to go over some of the things written in here. Most people view it as a ragtag group looking for sex, drugs, and rock and roll, said one of the top hedge fund managers. And I find it interesting how they say a top hedge fund manager. Like, all these people want is they want to get laid, they want to get high, and they want to just listen to some loud Creed or something. I don't know. But no, that's obviously not the case. But I find that interesting how it's written right here. It's not a middle class uprising, as another veteran bank executive. It's fringe groups. It's people who have the time to do this, and that's line right there. That's why I put this on there. It's the people who have time to do this, fringe groups, and this is from another veteran bank executive. Again, I find that interesting, and I wonder why a lot of people have time to do this, but more importantly, why they are making time, because a lot of them don't have much time and they've decided to be the change, they got to make the change. As the Occupy Wall Street demonstrators have grown and spread to other cities, an open question is, do the bankers get it? And I find that very interesting here. And when I say get it, I'm saying, do they get how debt is 100% guaranteed, or all the stuff that basically we've been saying within these channels? Do they get how this collapse is bound to happen, how phony this fiat currency system is, and how much it really enslaves the people? Do they get that part? That's what I'm getting. I don't know. Generally, bankers dismiss the protesters as gullible and unsophisticated. Not many are willing to say this out loud for fear of drawing public IR or the masses to their doorsteps. Anybody who dismisses them publicly is putting a bullseye on their back. Which is pretty much the case, but after reading some of this, it's getting close, I guess. I don't know. I don't think we see ourselves as a target, said Steve Bartlett, president of Financial Services Roundtable, which represents the nation's biggest banks and insurers in Washington. I think they're protesting about the economy. What's lost is that the financial services sector has to be well capitalized and well financed for the economy to recover. And well, a lot of us have never bought in this recovery story from the get-go, because recovery story never did once make sense. There's a lot of different things here, but really showing how they're downplaying the situation. Now, what I wrote on here, and this is within my view of the current situation, is I cannot speak for everybody, but my personal problem with banking is the math upon interest, and in short, how debt is guaranteed. My problem is technological unemployment is reality, and we have no choice for hundreds and thousands of years to do slave work. And finally, we are fixing this problem. I advocate a resource-based economy because of its scientific methodology and probability odds of having a prosperous world for all or many. The current design has a flaw for the majority to suffer, and that's because basically how debt is 100% guaranteed, and the more aggressive that you play within the game, the more aggressive the debts will become. And well, they've been very aggressive, so the debts have been that of very aggressive. Now, technology is getting to the point where it's able to do so many of the amazing things that it doesn't seem that we are that long to a point where we will have computers or robots doing major surgeries, maybe 10, 100 times better than the best surgeons we have on the planet today. They're doing a lot of different things, but we still do have a long ways to go. So until technology is so efficient, that means humans still have to do labor. The only problem is a lot of the jobs today are tedious jobs and detrimental jobs, jobs that are not needed. And we have many jobs that we are not doing, which one could be that of feeding the hungry and our agriculture, so on and so on. Use some technology to try to do a French video, and I'm going to show you pretty much what I did. This is what I had wrote yesterday, and I used Google Translation, showing that it's not there, I guess, because I had somebody give me a comment on Francais, and I had to translate it over to English because I don't know how to speak French, and well, it sounded kind of funny. So let me just go over what I was trying to say. If you've seen the video, I'm going to go over every line, and I know what 90% of these lines mean. This is Je ne parle pas français, and well, I guess I missed the pas, but this I know how to say because I've been saying Je ne parle pas français for about, what year are we, 2011 now? So over 20 years, because that means I don't know how to speak French. Avec la technologie moderne. Now, what I did is instead of writing how it was spelled, with the exception of some words that I know, like avec, which means with, this meant with modern technology, I can fix the problem, so let's get started. You are looking at a silver chart that is priced in US dollars. It's manipulated. This is a paper Ponzi scheme is what this is supposed to be. Cine putain merde. That's supposed to be this is effing BS basically. Say cine putain merde. That was supposed to be a very much of a curse word. It's effing BS. This here, I have no idea what this was supposed to be. But again, I'm using mont to know, Q knows, sav ons, say da cunerie. I have no idea what that is, but I just listened to what Google stated. Now the problem is, I'm listening to this girl on Google Translator say the words in French, and they say it so fast. And it's not that they say it fast, but when you don't know a language and you listen to it, it's just so fast where if I did not speak English and I listened to English speaking, I would think that would be fast as well. And then news, I have no idea what this is. Prix de la Bulle de Prix, again, I don't know. This is the price suppression is clear. JP Morgan is short selling. Marge Randonnee. Don't know what that was supposed to be. Once again, I'm doing. I think this might be more cursing. No, I don't know. I don't know what this one was again. Hashtag this is silver here. L'argent is silver. Now that's interesting because if you do a search for silver, or if you use the word French in silver, it's l'argent. In the French and the money term, it's d'argent. It's got the D. That's money, and that's silver apparently. So I find it interesting how they have silver as the money, if you will, in their language, sort of like how you have the pound or the sterling, I should say, as a currency, when sterling, of course, is right here, because this is stating that actually this is buy silver bullion. So I should have probably just wrote indigo because that's what bullion means, is indigo. But I try to pronounce it. I mean, I don't want to. If I see French words, I'm gonna pronounce it like I read it, and most of the time it's wrong, which is why I did it this way. And this is get out of the effing dollar, basically. Get out of the effing dollar. I don't know. Do something. I think this is Occupy Montreal. That's just obvious. Join a movement. I'm thinking this is end the Federal Reserve. Buy silver, crush JP Morgan, you are the resistance, something with silver in it again. This is, I support a resource-based economy. I pray Mona Dumont. I don't know what this is again. So that's it for it. And they say, considering I don't speak French, I'm using Google Translation. Please leave some comments below, but please say them in English, is what I would try to say here. Merci, au revoir. That's some of the words or some of the sentences that were easy that I still remember from my 9 years of taking French in school. This is what it's about. The French system did not teach me well, or I was just meant not to learn it. But merci et au revoir is thank you and goodbye.